the spirit of America. You can see it in how far we've come, but also in where we are going. Toward a future where our government is smaller and our economy even stronger, where families are secure and our children cared for, and where the work ethic is alive and well. This is the America not of our dreams, but of our making. President Clinton, meeting our challenges, protecting our values.
Joined with other nations in halting poisonous atomic tests in the atmosphere. President Johnson will not break this treaty for as long as all the other nations honor it. On November 3rd, vote for President Johnson. The stakes are too high for you to stay home.
American youth today has its fringes, but that's part of the greatness of our country. I have great faith in American youth. The youth of today can change the world, and if they understand that, I think that we're going to go forward to a great age, not just for Americans, but for peace and progress for all the people in the world. I see the face of a child. What his color is, what his ancestry is, doesn't matter. What does matter is he is an American child. That child is more important than any politician's promise. He is everything we have ever hoped to be and everything we dare to dream to be. This child must not have his dream become a living nightmare of poverty, neglect, and despair. He must not be the victim of a system that feeds his stomach but starves his soul. I ask you to help me make the American dream come true for those to whom it seems an impossible dream today.
There's a change that's come over America, a change that's great to see. We're living here in peace again, we're going back to work again. It's better than it used to be. I'm feeling good about America.
Today, America enjoys the most precious gift of all. We are at peace.
We're at peace with the world and at peace with ourselves. America is smiling again. And a great many people believe that the leadership of this steady, dependable man can keep America happy and secure. We know we can depend on him to work to keep us strong at home. We know we can depend on him to work to ease tensions among the other nations of the world. We know we can depend on him to make peace his highest priority. Peace with freedom. Is there anything more important than that?
It's morning again in America. Today, more men and women will go to work than ever before in our country's history. With interest rates at about half the record highs of 1980, nearly 2,000 families today will buy new homes, more than at any time in the past 4 years. This afternoon, 6,500 young men and women will be married. And with inflation at less than half of what it was just 4 years ago, they can look forward with confidence to the future. It's morning again in America. And under the leadership of President Reagan, our country is prouder and stronger and better. Why would we ever want to return to where we were less than 4 short years ago?
There ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
On a Friday, just a few weeks ago, the barber shop closed 3 hours early. The mill shut its doors at noon. And all across the state, people were taking time out for something special. A train carrying the 40th President of the United States and bringing with it a new spirit of accomplishment and optimism and pride. Because in the past 3.5 years, things have been looking up in the country. Today, the economy is up. Taxes and inflation are down. Americans are working again. And so is America. So, while some folks might have come so they could tell their grandchildren they saw President Reagan, most of them just stopped by to say thanks. President Reagan, leadership that's working.
People could see him as I see him, and as thousands of people see him. And you know, I always loved the time someone said to George, how can you run for president? You don't have any constituency. And George said, well, you know, I've got a great big family and thousands of friends. And that's what he has.
For more than 40 years, George Bush has met every challenge his country and the world have offered up to him. The truth is, the more you learn about George Bush, the more you realize that perhaps no one in this century is better prepared to be President of the United States.
We're going to build a kind of America where hard work is rewarded, where American goods and American workmanship are the best in the world. That's what this election is all about.
He turned around a 10-year economic slide and created a boom that has made Massachusetts one of the hottest economies in the country. He brought people together, created over 400,000 jobs and pushed personal income to the highest levels in the nation. He erased a massive deficit, balanced 10 budgets in a row, and cut taxes 5 times. It wasn't a miracle. It was leadership.
By working together to create opportunity and a good life for all of us are enriched, not just in economic terms, but as citizens and as human beings.
For a new era of economic greatness in America, Michael Dukakis for president.
Today, for the first time in half a century, America is not at war. And America's wartime economy is changing to a peacetime economy. But that change has brought fear and uncertainty. The fear of losing a job, of losing a home. The uncertainty of tougher economic competition from around the world. But with change comes opportunity. And my agenda for American renewal can be the bridge to the future. It provides a choice of quality schools so our children have the knowledge to compete. It provides job training so workers have the new skills to compete. It provides health care for all and controls spiraling costs so our people can afford to compete. And my agenda strengthens small businesses that create 2 of every 3 jobs so we have the new jobs to compete. Today, we stand at the threshold of a new era. We change the world around us. Together, we must do the same at home.
The spirit of America. You can see it in how far we've come, but also in where we are going. Toward a future where our government is smaller and our economy even stronger. Where families are secure and our children cared for. And where the work ethic is alive and well. This is the America not of our dreams, but of our making. President Clinton, meeting our challenges, protecting our values.
I'm George W. Bush, and I approve this message. One of the most important parts of a reform agenda is to encourage people to own something. Own their own home, own their own business, own their own health care plan, or own a piece of their retirement. Reforms that trust the people, reforms that say government must stand on the side of people. Because I understand if you own something, you have a vital stake in the future of America.
I'm Barack Obama, and I approve this message.
When he passed Illinois' most sweeping ethics reforms in a generation, it wasn't to win favors from political insiders. When he passed laws to reveal federal spending online and force lobbyists to disclose campaign fundraising, it wasn't to score points with the powers in Washington. It was because Barack Obama believes government should work for people. And together we can make that happen.
If you join me, we're going to take our country back.